Two major hearings today on the Hill about the IRS targeting of conservative groups, one underway right now. Mark your calendars, too, because the former IRS official at the center of all this, Lois Lerner, is being summoned to give testimony again next week. Utah Congressman Jason Chaffetz, he's on the Oversight Government Reform Committee. And, sir, welcome here to HQ. Can you compel her to show up, or does it really come down to her and her attorney?
No, listen, in the United States of America, when there's a duly issued subpoena, you have to adhere to that subpoena. I'm sure the people who get subpoenas don't want to show up, but that's not an optional activity in the United States. You must show up. She waived her rights to her Fifth Amendment rights when she gave that statement and then tried to claim it. Trey Gowdy from South Carolina, who's a longtime prosecutor, did a great job of highlighting this. She must and she will be compelled to testify, or she's going to be in contempt of Congress.
Well, what do you think she knows?
I think she knows a lot, because initially the White House tried to say, just this little, Cincinnati field office that went awry. But no, Lois Lerner is the one that dropped this story on purpose. She tried to release it so nobody would see it. She was a focal point in this instance. Jim Jordan has done a masterful job of pointing out that so many of these roads, not all of them, but so many of these roads go through Lois Lerner and her manipulation of the IRS data.
So the 5th, on May 22nd, some 8-9 months ago, was that a cover-up?
Look, you can claim your Fifth Amendment right, but you can't also make a statement. She waived that right. She's going to come here. Now, she says she'll be glad to come up to Capitol Hill if we'll give her immunity, but we're not interested in giving her immunity. She may have to pay some consequences for what she did or did not do. Right now, we're just trying to get to the truth. Come up to Congress, tell the truth. That's what we're asking her to do.
So legally, you're saying that she must come back and she must answer questions. Do I have that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this is what her attorney's saying on the screen for our viewers. We understand that the committee voted that she had waived her rights. We continue to respectfully disagree that she waived any rights, and she will decline to answer unless she is ordered to do so by a United States District Court or receives immunity. Is either of those last two options a possibility?
I don't think we're in the position, nor do we have any desire to offer immunity. If she comes up to Capitol Hill and does not answer these questions, she will be held in contempt of the Congress. There are consequences for that. It'll have to play out in the courts. There's an easier way to do this, because we're going to get to the truth one way or the other. They're making it very difficult, but come to Congress, tell the truth. Subpoenas are not optional in the United States of America. I'm sure people don't want to do them, but they're not optional.
There was a statement that was put out by Darrell Issa on that committee and talked about how she played a significant role in the targeting. What was her role specifically?
Well, she seems to be the focal point. There are field people who were getting these applications, and she was directing the traffic there, not allowing these to go through the process. These applications then were taken and given up the food chain. Keep in mind, with some 90,000 employees at the IRS, there are only 2 political appointees, 2. But somehow these applications from these conservative groups ended up on the desk of one of these political appointees. And right in the center of that is Lois Lerner.
I apologize for the interruption, but I just want to squeeze in one more question. Where does it go then after Lois Lerner?
Well, we got to find out who in the White House was involved and engaged out, why the Department of Justice named somebody to prosecute and look into this who had ties to the Obama campaign as a max-out donor, why the president said that there wasn't even a smidgen of corruption in this when the IRS, when the Department of Justice is doing a criminal investigation. I mean, I don't know where it ends, but I know we're getting after it.
This goes on then based on that answer.
The administration can come clean on this and we can be done with it immediately. But if they're going to continue to hide the truth, the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, the Ways and Means Committee with Dave Camp, we're going to keep after them.
Jason Chaffetz, thank you. March 5th is the request next Wednesday. Thank you for your time.